What is going on, guys? Just a little reminder to follow me on Twitch. I do regular streams on there, usually once a week, so go follow that. The link will be in the description below. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do lots of builds and guides, so let's get into it. So welcome to the build video, guys. The Ultra Godmode Gank does absolutely huge amounts of damage, all in one massive combination that can be delivered within a few seconds, incorporating some crazy sets, crazy skills, maximizing that proc damage. This really is a force to be reckoned with. Just check out these numbers on the dummy. Obviously they will be lower on an actual player, but they're still nonetheless absolutely crazy and insane to see. There's just so many numbers flying. It's almost impossible for a player to survive this when they take everything full on, when it's perfectly timed. So yeah, there's just absolutely crazy numbers. Easy combo as well. I know it looks a bit complicated, but it's not too bad. This is really pushing the absolute limits of proc gank damage, incorporating a very unfamiliar set as well. So make sure you stay tuned all the way through to the end, guys. Gameplay is coming up next, and then we'll get into the full breakdown of this awesome build. 2-bar Nightblade Gank. It just hits like an absolute truck. There's just so much damage. It's very hard for a player to survive this if it's perfectly timed. So yeah, it's just absolutely mental. So the numbers are just insane, and it doesn't rely on Balog either, so you can drop it every time your ultimate is ready. The ultimate's nice and cheap, so you can be ganking quite often. So we'll start off with the set. We are running the Mad Tinkerer, which is a double dagger setup. So it's going to summon a venomous fabricant, and it's going to spin at the enemy and knock them in the air. Absolutely crazy, crazy. One Nirnhoned, one sharpened, one with poison, and one with the weapon damage enchantment. This set deals even more damage than Flame Blossom, believe it or not. Absolutely crazy. So the back bar, I recommend the Vatashran two-handed, but any two-handed will do, ideally in infused or powered or defending, but it's really up to you guys. But yeah, the Vatashran should be a very good one to go to as well, it's particularly if you're in combat. And the next set we're running is the Anthemir's Construct Monster set. So when you do a fully charged heavy attack, it's going to throw that axe at the enemy, lowering their physical resistances as well and dealing physical damage, and also giving you a line of weapon and spell damage. This hits super, super hard, guys. The best ganking monster set in the game, apart from Balorg. Very, very strong. So we're running Light on the Head. The next set we're running is the Flame Blossom. So this is almost identical to the Mad Tinkerer. So when you deal damage, it's going to deal a line of flame damage. The Mad Tinkerer hits slightly harder. This is still a very, very powerful set. So both combined, you're going to deal some devastating damage. So they're just very, very high damage proc sets. So it's a light set as well. So you want all divines on the body, all max magicka. We're running 1 medium and then 6 light. So Flame Blossom and Mad Tinkerer. All divines as well. And then we'll get to the jewellery pieces next, which is all Mad Tinkerer, all infused with weapon damage enchantments. It's going to hit super, super hard, guys. Both of these sets combined with the Anthemir's is just going to absolutely wreck a player's day. The proc damage is just beyond insane. All 3 procs hitting at once from these sets. So you want to run the Essence of Speed potions to buff the banner, or you can run Tri-Staff if you want to be a bit more on the safe side. So we're running Spec Bow, of course, the Shrewd Offering for our burst heal, Whirling Blades for your execute, Shocking Banner, it's going to increase your direct damage done and increase your weapon and spell damage by your movement speed buff, and also minor courage buff as well. We've got the Camouflaged Hunter. This is just for the Major Savagery, and the Incapacitating Strike, the best ultimate in the game almost. Definitely for ganking. On the back bar, we've got Temporal Guard for minor protection, Shadowy Disguise so you can cloak. We've got the Forward Momentum to buff your Major Brutality and Sorcery. We've got the Race Against Time for more critical damage. We've got the Simmering Frenzy for more damage, and of course the Shocking Bar double barred. So have all your passives in your 3 class lines, the two-handed and the dual wield, the light and the medium armor. Also Vampire, you want to be at least stage 3, even stage 4. Fighters Guild passives. You want the Undaunted passives. Assault and Support line. I'm also running the Khajiit for more critical damage. And also Alchemy for more medicinal use, so make your potions last a bit longer. So now I'm going to show you how to play the build, how to set it up, how to get ready. So just make sure you have your 5 stacks of your spec bow ready. You can just hit mobs or random monsters just to build that up. And then just have your ultimate ready. You don't have to be at 500, just as long as the ultimate is going to be ready to be active. At least over 130 for the Incapacitating Strike, so you get the stun. And then just buff up on your back bar of your 3 skills, the Simmering Frenzy, the Race Against Time and the Forward Momentum. Pop your potion, go to the front bar, heavy attack into Spec Bow with the Whirling Blades. And that combination in turn is going to deliver that crazy damage. I'm just going to put the combat numbers on. They wasn't actually on. So it may take a bit of practice to get this all in one down in one hit, but it's definitely going to stun and do a lot of damage like crazy. The Mad Tinkerer set is going to stun and throw the enemy up in the air. That's if they're even still going. 9 times out of 10, this set doesn't actually hit properly because they're already dead, but if they are still going, it does throw them in the air. and then on top of it you've got the Flame Blossom hitting, you've got the Amphimere's construct, the axe being thrown, you've got the ultimate hitting, you've got the spec bow hitting, you've got the poison damage hitting, you've got the flame damage hitting. Just absolutely insane, guys. This is the CP here. Just take a note of that. Make sure you've got the movement speed buffs to boost the banner as much as possible, and the backstammer for more critical damage. So this is just showing you a visual of the proc scan off, because it's very hard to see the Mad Tinkerer active. It's that spinning fabricant there, as you can see. It's very, very quick. It procs just the same as the Flame Blossom. It procs on damage. And if it doesn't hit anything, it will just sort of chase you around just for a few seconds and then disappear. That's why I thought I'd show you a first person so you can actually visually see, because there's just so much going on. Have all your 64 points into Magicka as well. Running the Lovermundus, and also max Magicka food, or you can run Bewitched Sugar Skulls. It's entirely up to you. You can have more survivability with the Bewitched, or you can just go pure max Magicka food for maximum damage. Just check out those numbers, guys. Over 7k weapon and spell damage with full procs, and then the penetration is going to be around about the 18k. The proc damage is just so high, it just destroys. So definitely one of the best gank builds I've ever made. Definitely the most craziest numbers I've ever seen. As you can see here on this picture, it's just showing you all the numbers together. And when the spec bow crits, you're going to get even more damage. It's just so nuts with all these procs hitting all at once. Absolutely insane, and using a great set, the Mad Tinkerer, incorporating the Flame Blossom and the Amphimere's construct monster set. So I hope you enjoy the build, guys. It's just absolutely amazing to play. It really, really shreds through players. Even though the weapon and spell damage isn't super, super high for a gank, or the penetration even isn't super, super high, the proc set damage is just so overwhelmingly much. It just punches through absolutely everyone. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. Don't forget to drop the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Any comments, drop in the comment section below. And also you can catch me on Twitch as well. The link will be in the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video.